All right, guys, we back with another update. I have the rotors, the hub, and the spindle on. Just a quick update. I had to remove the. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. The spacers that it came with actually off the car looked like it was fine, but I'm not sure what it is. But now the hub is directly on the spindle, because what I was getting was, and it was strange, is as if the bracket itself was not even. I could have just grind on the back of it, but I really didn't want to mess with the factory bracket. But it would only touch at one point. Like, it really was scraped really bad at this corner right here. And so what I ended up having to do was take out the spacer. It looks pretty good now. It has a very slight, and it's probably the hub, very slight unevenness to it. I don't know if you can see it. When the hub spin, it gets closer at one point, like right about there. No, there you go, right about there. Now this camera angles. Sorry, guys. But it does, just take my word for it, very slight. So what I ended up doing was removing the spacer, and everything looks to be fine. So if you run into any problems, remove the spacer. I think I'm going to do the same thing on the other side to begin with. And if it does require it on the other side, I add it. But that's the good thing with having the spacers that they provided, the shims, is, well, if you don't need them, then you don't need them. If you do, then you use them. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the other side, just repetition at this point, and we're going to get right into the video for the rears. All right, so guys, stay tuned. Now we're doing the rear. Let's get it. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Road Rage Garage. This is part 2 of converting from drum to disc brakes. I brought you guys in a little too late to the party. I totally forgot to record the process. However, I can kind of just go over it real quickly and get you all caught up. This is a 2002 Camaro backing plate. The calipers bolt up to his ears here, along with the caliper bracket. And so far, all we've done, see if I can find it, is on the GBodies, there are, this is a 8.5. There are 3 bolts. There's 2 down here and 1 up at the ear on the rear end, which is where the drum brakes would mount up to. So all you do is right at the end of the circle, as you can see, the circle's kind of starting to curve back down to close up. You just cut it right across there. You will have to massage the edge of it after you cut it in order for the backing plate to fit over the top 2 ears. So what I did, and hopefully you guys learned from my mistake, I went and grabbed some drill bits. I know I was going to need some in order to open the holes, the factory holes at the bottom. The top is probably bigger than 3/8, smaller than 5/8. I don't even have a bolt to really tell you. I'm not even sure. It's a pretty nice size. The 2 at the bottom, however, are pretty small. I don't recall what size bolt they are, so you have to drill them out. Don't do the mistake I did. I tried to use the factory bolts from the Camaro, which is fine. However, those, keep in mind, those are metric bolts. I did buy a 3/8 drill bit, and a 3/8 drill bit is not big enough for these. So I really had to do some tricks to kind of open up that hole and not overdo it. So what I would advise for you guys to do is go to your, if you don't have the proper bit, I believe these are M10. These bolts are M10 bolts, so by 150, I believe, 1.5. If you don't have that drill bit, just do 3/8. Go to your hardware store, get 3/8 bolts, and which is what I end up doing, grade 8, 3/8 bolts, and that's what I'm gonna put up at the top. That way, you know, I got new bolts. I know for sure that they're grade 8, they're hardened bolts. They're actually a little longer, which is great, because the factory ones are not that long. What else? And honestly, that's it. If you drill out a 3/8 hole for these top ones, it should, you know, do just fine, especially if you have the factory ones down at the bottom that really fills in those holes. That's what I would recommend to you guys. If you're, you know, happen to do the same mistake that I did. If not, find the right drill bit. I'll try to find it for you guys and post a link in the description, the proper drill bit for this, if you want to use these factory bolts, which is fine. Again, a 3/8 bit is still too small, being that these are metric sizes. So let me get back to drilling these 2 holes, and I'll probably take the caliper off and show you what's been done behind, and that pretty much it. Let's get to it. Same video, different day. I have the backing plate in. As I mean, you clearly saw, I bought new brake lines. Honestly, I could have used the same ones. If just a note, if you go and get these off the cars, be sure to cut the brakes line from the hard line, not only soft line part. That way you can remove this threaded part of the hard line, and you'll still have this end that you can reuse. Now, I decided to get new ones, just preference. That hose is pretty good. It's not dry rotted at all. It's still very flexible, very nice and sturdy. So I could have reused it, but I decided not to. This is the part number for the new lines from StopTech. 950-62501. These are the brake lines for SS Camaros, or I'm not even sure what it says, just SS brakes. So the Camaro brakes, they appear to be factory, to tell you the truth, factory length. So I mean, other than the shape, there's really no difference to it. The only thing you're going to run into, guys, is I could cut the brake line, get the tool, the flaring tool, and shorten this up all the way. That way I can have this in the factory routing location and just bring it back. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm probably just gonna kind of bend and shape this line to how I want it. I'm probably just gonna straighten this out here. That way I can flex the hose this way, and it should be able to bolt onto the caliper. The reason is the hard line used to go directly into the drum brake system. That is not the case with this setup. So guys, that's pretty much it. Let me get this going. And all right guys, so we got the front brake lines in. Hey, Russell brake lines, part number 692100. And guys, be sure when you mount your calipers that you have the bleeder up at the top. This goes from the rear. That goes for the rear and the front ones. That way you ensure that the air properly comes up, gets filled by fluid, and yeah, that's how you set that up. On the next video, if not on the same, I'll go over just all the part numbers in general for the brake setup. This is the package that it comes with, which is for GBody, Grand Am, Monte Carlo, 79 through 88. When you buy this, it does come with the rear line. This is the main rear line before it splits off into each side. I didn't bother going ahead and swapping that out. Just really don't need it. It's just extra work. I am going to keep it in case I ever do run into any issues. But yeah, that was just extra work that I'm not going to do. It comes with the front. That's very strange that it does not come with the rears. As you can see, it say rear. It comes with the fronts, which say front on it. I need to get those things off. But pretty much, man, we all set for this. Just got to put the brakes on. The brake pads, however, I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. I do still need to clean the calipers. I got a lot of brake fluid on them, so I can get them prepped for paint, and then we'll go ahead and do the brake pads, which I'm sure everyone knows how to do. So we're not gonna spend time on shooting a video on that. But that's the end of that. We're ready to get this thing on the ground. You guys stay tuned for the unveiling of the wheels that are going on this. Yes, I said it. The wheels that are going on this. I told you guys we're going Fords. I not only picked them, but have them here right now in the shop. But I'll reveal those in the next video. The rears are almost done. Just got to get the axles back in. The studs, the same studs for the back is what we use in the front. If you guys remember, the part number is 17708. All right, these are 2.5 inches, I believe, long. About 2.5 inches long. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna get this thing on the ground, and honestly, we're wrapping up this whole thing, man. It's a bittersweet moment. Bittersweet. So you guys stay tuned. And until next time.